All right, broski, it's T and I'm back, man, with a video on Joe Frazier, man. And I think this is a very important video. You're going to learn a lot here. Remember, you learn things through experience and other people's experiences in the world. And this is how you get better and stronger. Bigger, better, stronger, and faster is our goal. Not shorter, fatter, slower, accelerated aging, and uglier. So, Joe Frazier, I traveled to the world's shortest country. All right, he's going to explain to you why these people are short. And he is not lying, trust me. And Joe Frazier is no short dude, man. He's pretty tall. I think he's like 6'4". It's pretty tall for a dude. I wouldn't mind being 6'5", actually. I always thought that 6'5" was the perfect height. But okay, let's watch this video.
Joe barely fits on the point.
That is me, Joe. Contrary to what Google may believe, I'm not 5'4", and in fact, I'm 6'4".
I mean, I think Blaha made a video stating that Joe Frazier was a client of his. I really doubt that, man. Everybody is his client. Yeah, whatever.
Yep, I'm a pretty tall guy. Around the average people in my country, I definitely stick out. Now, a few months ago...
Because if he's 6'4" and he's wearing like shoes that gives you an extra inch, he's going to be walking around at 6'5".
No, I travelled to the country with the tallest people in the world. This was the Netherlands, where the average height was 6'1", and I genuinely felt like I fitted in here. Now, upon returning home, there was only one thing on my mind. One simple question that I needed now answering. If Netherlands is the tallest country in the world, then what is the shortest?
That's the tallest.
Okay, I've got my answer, and it's a lot further.
And the question is, what is making these people so tall? And what is making people so short? And you're going to find out. It really has to do with your diet. Believe me, what you eat. Yeah.
Way than the tallest country that I went to. I wanted to check this place out, so I booked tickets. And after a lot of flying, a lot of waiting, a lot more flying, eventually... we finally made it. Thanks, guys. 16 hours of flying in total, but we were here. I was getting looks at straight away, even in the airport. But I'm sure the question you're all wondering, where actually am I? Out of the 195 countries, which is the shortest in the world? Where am I? Well, I'm in a place called Laos.
He's in Asia, Laos, and these people, they're really poor. Really, people with the poorest diets are the ones that are the shortest.
This small country located in Asia is home to the shortest people.
You're eating what I would call, I tell you, a slave diet. If you're eating a herbivore diet, that is a slave diet. Your natural diet is a carnivore diet. I don't care what Blaha says or anybody, these fitness gurus, that it's an extreme diet and all this carnivore. No, your natural diet is a carnivore, raw diet. That's what it is, man.
In the world. The average height of a person here is only 5'1" inches. And in this video, I want to find out why that is. Okay, well, we're here. Let's get our first impressions.
Is it a tuk-tuk?
I mean, I definitely felt like an outsider here. I was getting just looks left, right, and centre. I was towering over pretty much everyone I walked by. Even the police I was towering over.
Of course you're gonna get looks, man. You're looking like a giant walking through all these manlets. You're a giant walking with manlets. Yeah, man. It's like an elephant walking through a crowd of like lions.
I mean, it sounds stupid, but I felt like a goddamn celebrity here.
You're a celebrity in these countries because they don't see too many outsiders coming there. There's not so many tourists going to these places, right? And when they see you walking around so tall, a gigantic giant bro, they're like, holy shit, look at this guy.
Okay, so we're in Laos's night.
He's not even that tall. Like, he's the tall guy, but there are people that are even taller. Can you imagine a guy who's over 7 feet walking through there? Holy shit. He's just like the biggest elephant walking through the crowd. My God.
Right now. This is where a lot of fake Gucci bags, fake Rolexes are sold. However, this place is full of locals. So, I have a million Laos kit. If I can find one person who's over 6 foot, I'm going to give it to them. And I'm confident I will still have this money by the end of the night. We pay $1 million if you have a friend 182 centimeters. We need someone tall, we give $1 million. $1 million if you are tall. I was walking around this market for over 2 hours, asking
That's amazing if he finds anybody 6 feet tall there. It's crazy. Yeah, Laos, they're really short there, bro. It's crazy.
No. Okay, 77. Okay. Yes? No?
He's about to reveal why they're so short, so stick around for the rest of the video.
No. Tall. Eventually, we found someone. Oh, hello. Where are you from?
I'm from Vietnam.
You're from Vietnam?
Yeah.
He's not from Laos. But he wasn't from Laos, so it didn't really count.
And yeah, no over-exaggeration. Over 3 hours of looking and we did not find a soul. But why is this country so short? What makes it an exception from the rest of the world? Well, there's one main factor. Diet. You see, compared to richer and notably more...
Here it comes. The average male height, and according to that, it has to do with diet. Yep, my friends.
Smaller areas like Europe and America, they eat a lot of meats, dairy products, and in general nutrient-rich foods which help with growth.
Nutrient-rich foods. Meat, dairy products, nutrient-rich foods. Notice how he didn't show any plants.
In contrast, Southeast Asia, where Laos is located, is much poorer. They can't afford those luxuries, and that results in their diet consisting of cheaper, more...
And that's why humans, we shrunk. We started to shrink, and our brains started to shrink because we started eating poorly. We ate a slave diet. They call it a slave diet. That's what we're eating. We're still eating it to this day, even though we're in the 21st century. We can afford to eat high nutrient dense rich foods, but people opt for eating the slave diet still. They've actually mixed it. Well, they're eating some of this high nutrient diet, but they're eating much more of this slave diet because I guess shit tastes good to people. I don't know.
energy efficient food like rice.
Man, they have classes. They have the poor slaves, then they have the rich slaves, right? They eat a little bit better, these rich slaves, cooking their stuff, whatever. And then you have the elites that actually eat wild game and they eat it as raw as possible. They eat all the best stuff. Yeah. Benihana's is a type of restaurant. You'd go to a Japanese restaurant. They eat raw meat there, raw beef. They chop it up. They have raw sushi, raw fish. Now that's, would consider one of the elite restaurants where the elite goes. Elite people go there to eat there. I've eaten there because I consider myself elite. Look, in my lifetime, I've eaten a lot of raw stuff. It's not like I've never tried raw things. I've tried frog legs, snails. I've tried snake. I've eaten ostrich, buffalo, kangaroo. Man, I've eaten all kinds of weird animals, bro. Get it? And a lot of the stuff I've eaten before in the past was raw. When I was in Dominican Republic, I have friends that live there. Well, her mom and her house, my friend's house, her mom, she was cooking really raw stuff. Really, really raw stuff. Now, I ate it. I never got sick. But one day I went to a restaurant, ate some crap, I got sick. And then she apologized and said she thought because she was feeding me this stuff, I got sick. And I told her, no, absolutely not. I was actually super healthy and super strong. It was the restaurant that made me sick when I went out because it was dirty. But yeah, the rawer you eat, the better your health, the taller you will get. I discovered when you eat the rawest of like your carnivore diet, the taller you will get. And these anti-nutrients, these slave foods, they inhibit you from growing. You understand me? That's what happens. Yeah, it can be passed on generationally too as well.
Starchy foods.
So if you're a pregnant woman, you want to eat a carnivore diet and your child will come out amazing. Beautiful, looking really good, and super tall.
It's great for keeping you full for less money, but these types of foods do not contain the vital nutrients needed to grow, resulting in the extremely short
That's right. It doesn't have these 15 nutrients that help you to grow. 15 nutrients, which is not found in the slave food plants, which is found in in meat products.
population.
Animal products. Yeah, that's what happens. So there you go, my friends. He just said it there in the video. I'll play it one more time.
Like rice and other starchy foods, which is great for keeping you full for less money. But these
It is energy foods. Keeps you full for less money, but you have to constantly eat it. But it lacks nutrients, so you won't grow.
types of foods do not contain the vital nutrients needed to grow, resulting in the extremely short population.
Yep. That's what happens, my friends. So live and you learn. There you go. See you in the next one. So if you want your kids to grow up, feed them a carnivore diet, an animal-based diet, and they'll grow tall, and they'll actually look better, become a lot more handsome. It'll be passed on generationally too as well. If your wife is pregnant, feed her carnivore diet. Make your child healthy. But if you want it to be sick, you'll feed it these plant foods, which are filled with toxins, they're anti-nutrient, sugar. They may keep you full for a while, but they won't keep you satiated. You'll be starving all the time, and you'll be short. See you in the next one. Ciao, my friends.